So let's talk about this, Professor. AI, very scary, easy to spook people, going to take your jobs. We'll never know what's real again. How do you see it?
Well, there's a fact pattern here, and that there's a lot of catastrophizing every time a new technology comes along. Automation was going to gut the U.S. manufacturing industry, and we were going to lose a ton of jobs on the factory floors and kill the middle class. And there was a kernel of truth in that. We did lose quite a few jobs on the factory floor, but we also couldn't imagine heated seats or car stereos. And actually, employment in the automobile industry globally has grown. I think a lot of this stems from a certain level of what I'll call techno-narcissism. And that is, technologists tend to be kind of our new Jesus Christ, or our new idols. And I think they like to believe that their singular point of technology is the leverage point for saving humanity or destroying it. And I don't think either are true. I think it's a form of self-absorption. I mean, wasn't Bitcoin supposed to have replaced the dollar by this point?
Yeah.
So, are there going to be problems? Sure. Is it going to end humanity, or is it going to save humanity? I just think, generally speaking, the answer is no.
One of the things I think is very interesting is anybody who is in my business and covers the healthcare field is rife with human error, right? And people not getting things and not getting access to things. There's so much promising development with studies with AI readings of mammograms and helping in detection. Now, some caregivers are worried about, well, you still need human beings, but what do you see in that space? How big's the potential?
I think that's a great question, because if you think about disruption, people have a tendency to focus on the technology being kind of the point of leverage in terms of disruption, when in fact it's the incumbent industry. So Google was incredible search query technology, but it disrupted the media market because the media industry had gotten so fat and happy. The Academy Awards lost 2/3 of their viewership, and yet they increased the prices 5x. So the question around where AI will have the most disruptive power is a function of which industry has the biggest chin sticking out. And hands down, Chris, I would argue it's the one you just referenced, and that is healthcare, where they've increased prices faster than inflation for 40 years, and yet only 1 in 5 people are happy with their healthcare. So if we can distribute or disperse automated healthcare out to mobile phones for preventive healthcare, help people answer a series of questions, determine when something is serious, and maybe take healthcare from a defensive on your heels industry to an offensive on your toes industry, and dramatically lower costs, this could be just an enormous unlock. A mother, and let's be honest, it's always a mother who's managing a child's diabetes, spends 5 months of her year managing that child's healthcare. And somewhere between 40 and 70% of that could be digitized. You're talking about 2 or 3 months given back to a woman for self-care, for earning more money, or just for more leisure time. I think the biggest unlock from AI is going to come around healthcare.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.